Another new book on a happy note. This is absolutely fantastic. John L. Wolfson has written this book, his first major book. This is a large format book full of pictures, absolutely packed full of pictures of the spacecraft and how you are able to do that, right? The focus of this book is fast, far above space and time. And it's written it's co-written, or probably actually written, by John L. Wilkie, and he has a connection with Star Wars and the back production of stuff on Star Wars. Now, this is how you do the photography. These are some of the pictures that John has got. Now, the focus of book one, this is book one. It's only about 13 quid, only about 13 or 14 quid plus postage. And it's the 25th anniversary commemorative edition of the unprecedented adventures of John Leonard Wolfson. Now, on the acknowledgements here, there's some minor celebrities involved here. You got Sir Elton John. Another minor, very minor celebrity is some guy called Ben Emlyn Jones. And in the same list, you've got somebody called King Charles III. And some other person called Queen Elizabeth II in the acknowledgements in memorial. So this is a major book. It's how you modify the relevant Celestron or whatever telescopes you've got so you can make video and photographs of these huge craft up in space. This is something like what we're dealing with. Now, the point about this is a submarine. Now remember, Tomlinson explained how they were using submarine pressure hulls to fly in space. That's very important. So this is basically what this is. It's a submarine with equipment to fly in the sea of space. Okay? And that is what we're talking about. Get this book. Part 1 of 20. Part 1 explains how you modify your telescopes so you can get the pictures that he has been taking for about the last 15, if not 20 years. And maybe 25 years, because it's the 25th anniversary. John L. Wolfson is, this is another exceptional picture. Can you see that? Open this one. So that's just out. That's very exciting. Duncan Davis is part of the team, the background team. There is also news on James Cameron.
Really handy for when you want to look at the moon and you want to broadcast it. It's nice and you know, fast.
What's John Fogerty do?
I don't know. There we go. So if we just go to here, we show some moon shots. This is my channel, sir. And so this is what I'd like to show you. Go to the screen, sir. Now, if I press play, see it here?
Wow.
I filmed that with my telescope.
Fantastic.
You're going to see see the arch. Can you see the arch? Yes.
Wow. Yes,
So it's actually. I'd love to show you this, you know, live one day if you'd like to see it.
Wow.
I've got a very big telescope in England, but I've managed to get telescopes like your size to see just like that. And we did it last night, didn't we?
And he's made one for you. He's made one for you. He's given you one,
Oh,
like
really?
right here.
You look at this, sir.
Yeah.
Can you see the tower?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's going to come. There we go. It's in the corner there. It's going to come back now, just there. See the tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right here. Is this it?
That's it, just there.
Yeah.
And it sticks right up, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I filmed that with.
That thing's at least a couple miles away.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Is this something here too, or
Yeah.
no?
Well, basically,
You just look for square, right?
Yeah,
That's
Lines.
a great picture.
yeah, just shots. Look at all that up there, all the, you know, sort of like, and here, there's a, just here, see, that straight line there? Just
Wait.
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a straight line. This is incredible. Just here you're going to see some, you know, amazing shots here. Look at all this.
Yeah.
And this is just YouTube quality. I've actually got 4K quality, which would be brilliant to show you.
Really?
Look at all this here. Look at that. Can you see that?
Fantastic.
Wow. It's such a privilege to do this as a hobby. It's and to share it with you. You know, it's you know, you've been such an inspiration.
Yeah.
You know, I've followed all your
Because
work.
both of us know this stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I've listened to you when you've talked about it and tried to find the places on the moon that you've talked about. So I've done the best I can up to date. I mean, look at all these shots on the corner there.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Especially, you know, that there. This was an email from a professor that is in Cambridge University in England, and he sent me this confirming that I'd actually filmed the secret space program. And you're just about to see some of the images that you've printed out on your wall. I filmed the Star Wars project, you said.
Oh.
You see just there, Star Wars project. And basically, you know, there's the movie I've made is about what he told me and what I found. It's quite an incredible journey I've gone since I've known you on the internet.
What is?
It's basically these, can you see the constructions all here? You've got all,
Wow.
all the ends. This was in
That's
space.
fantastic.
It's in space when you film things, it's raw, so it's you get a lot of haze in space. Can you see here the straight line like that, just coming down there like that, and the shadow it's created just there like that. So, and this is, look at this here. Can you see all the, you know, ins, you know, all the shadow
What is
created?
that?
This was in space.
No, I mean, what was
Just here.
that particular part?
Well, that's what we don't know. I was told it was the Star Wars project, and it's just the incredible, you know, sort of like they must be the size. You know, no one's told me the size or anything like that. But I've met a few people that say they're quite big.
Now, one of these is what destroyed World Trade Center 1, 2, and 7.
Wow.
One of these?
Yeah. Because what it did is it has a weapon that uses molecular dissociation.
Wow.
And what it does is it broadcasts low frequency waves which disintegrates the makeup of matter.
Wow.
That's why when the World Trade Center blew up, there was nothing left. You know, the biggest thing left was 80 microns in diameter.
Yeah.
That's why there was so much dust. But there was no airplane, and you know, that's all bullshit.
Is that what happened when people die of when they just show up and they just see their clothes, the combustion they're talking about? Is that the same thing?
I don't think so.
No? Is that something similar? Or? And what is that combustion in something
Spontaneous
spontaneous?
combustion.
Yeah.
Spontaneous combustion.
Spontaneous combustion.
Yeah.
Now this is what I filmed in space. Can you see all the construction here
Wow.
and here, and this as well? You see all the straight lines and the like tether, you know, going to.
Are those two pictures or one picture?
It's one actual movie, but I've actually separated it to, because which way's up in space? Do you know?
What?
Which way's up in space?
Yeah.
You can't tell. So basically, it's just two movies in two different directions. This was in the day. I managed to film this. Can you see? Great
Wow.
big long tether and a section down the bottom.
Wow.
You know, great big long tether. It's pretty incredible.
Now this to me looks like a gray alien driving the ship and looking around.
The
I'm
now,
serious.
on Facebook,
Yeah.
they have a story that there's a CIA agent that is dying, and he said he was the one that blew up Building 7.
Wow.
That's absolute total bullshit. They did not use conventional explosives. They used a space-based
Space-based weapons, yeah. This is what I was told this was. It's part of the space-based program. Can you see the long tether and the little sections on the end, just here? These little sections, box sections. You've got a long tether.
Wow.
That's what it was Jerry Gilmore, a professor of experimental astronomy in Oxford, in Cambridge University, and he actually said that without doubt that they were the Star Wars project. It's incredible. So these are responsible for some of the things that have happened in 9/11.
Yeah, and also Oklahoma City was a practice for 9/11, and they used half power.
Wow.
So on 9/11, they used full power, and what they found out is after they cleared away all the debris
Yeah.
and they got ready to build, what happened is the Deutschbank was the first thing they started to build, and as soon as they get everything in place and start to go up, it would disintegrate.
Wow.
So what they found out is the action of the weapon, once they let the trigger go, it still goes on.
Wow.
So what happened was they took the area of the World Trade Center 1 and 2 and made it a reflecting pool. And they told everybody it was, you know, a reflecting pool in honor of the people killed in the destruction of the World Trade Center 1 and 2. But it was there because they can't build anything there, because it would completely disintegrate as soon as they started to build it.
I understand.
And that's why it was reflecting.
Oh, wow. They know how to hide things pretty cleverly.
The scope's fixed. He's fixed the scope.
Oh.
He's amazing, this chap.
How did you do it?
He's absolutely amazing, this chap, I tell
The
you.
problem in here is it actually was slightly misaligned on the, you know, the binocular lenses inside
Isn't
there.
that amazing?
I've just realigned it.
Incredible.
and it's-
Wow.
it's all good.
Unbelievable.
Well done, mate. Excellent. He's an incredible chap. He is.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
How long
excellent.
has it been
We
broken?
didn't even have to give him any tools.
No, he's amazing. He's amazing. He's a very good friend of mine. He's excellent.
That
So-
is fantastic.
Oh, I'm so pleased. Now we can show you the moon really close, because that's the same size that I showed you yesterday.
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
bigger one,
Yeah,
exactly.
excellent, brilliant, lovely, excellent.
Wow.
Wow. So brilliant, we're all sorted. Excellent.
Is that great or
Yeah,
what?
that's amazing.
How long was it broke?
10 years.
Holy
10
cow, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Get that word.
Because I had,
10 years.
That's amazing.
I had a,
Excellent. You're the business.
I was working a coal mine until 2008, and I heard
Say it.
back.
Gold mine?
Oh right,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh man.
But I closed that down, and I've been in this room for almost 10 years now. I can't walk very well, and there's no place to go anyway. And, you know, I'm just incredibly, all the time, having friends like you here, it makes me feel better.
Oh, excellent.
But I just sit here all day long and work on my computer and bother the Facebook.
Yeah.
I told the story on Facebook where they had the picture of the dying CIA agent.
Yeah.
And as soon as I put it up, boom,
You're off.
down. And then I had another thing about 9/11 that I put there, and as soon as I put that up, boom,
Yeah,
got it.
I know
So,
how you feel. Yeah,
um,
because millions of people watch you. Millions. You're such an inspiration to the whole country and the world. You know, I mean, well, people watch you all
it's
over the world.
amazing, isn't
It
it?
is. I mean, you just sit here.
I can't.
You are, honestly, you're amazing. And I just am such a privilege to meet you. Thank you so much. And I've got.
a privilege to meet you. And, I've got a. Matter of fact, let me see if he's there right now. You know Ron Schmidt, Sorgon?
I've heard of him. Yes. Yeah.
He posts. He was anxious to. Let's see, 3. I met him by accident. We were doing the same research, having no idea that we both lived in Las Vegas,
Wow.
and he's helped me so much. Hey, Ron, are you there? Ron? You'll never guess who's here. John Walson. So I want you to say hello to him, and then maybe we can get together sometime in the next couple days. So here's John. This is Ron Schmidt.
Oh, g'day, Ron. How you doing? Oh, really cool. Yeah, it's such a privilege to talk to you, sir. Oh, sorry, sir. How you doing? Excellent. I hear you love the moon. Is that one of your passions too? Yes, sir, definitely. And thank you so much for what you do. And it's such a privilege that you actually take the time to do this. And it's just a passion of mine, the moon, and a hobby that I'd love to share with people like you do. And I don't know if you've seen any of my moon stuff. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's an incredible thing. We've just fixed the telescope here, and John Lear now's got his working telescope that's been out of action for 10 years. So now it's working, and we're going to be looking at some really
They
close.
fixed it in 10 minutes.
We fixed it in 10 minutes. So, we're going to be looking at some real close moon footage. I've got a camera I'm going to give him to attach to the back, and I'm going to set it all up, and so he can look at those beautiful craters on the moon, and he can capture it into his computer, and he can start broadcasting the moon live and all that sort of thing. So yeah, it'd be great, you know. Tomorrow would be excellent, sir. That'd be really kind if you can come over, because we're here just till tomorrow. And yes, sir. That's really kind, sir. So if, whenever it's convenient with you, sir. Excellent. We just the moon, I'm afraid, comes out approximately sort of like 2 a.m. in the morning, so we might not be able to do that, but I can stay up tomorrow. Excellent, sir. Brilliant. I'll hand you back to the wonderful John Lear. Okay, there you go.
Hey, Ron, we'll talk to you.
Really handy for when you want to
But a Russian and an American satellite have crashed in an unprecedented mid-orbit collision. No one knows why the crash happened, but it has scattered hundreds of bits of debris into space, and that could pose a risk to other spacecraft. So officials are urgently trying to track it and post the details on a public website. But it's all heightened concerns about orbital overcrowding, as our science correspondent Tom Clark now reports.
Yesterday afternoon, one of those, a defunct Russian military satellite about the size of a small car, crashed into a working telecom satellite worth tens of millions of pounds. Neither the Russian Space Agency nor Iridium, the owners of the working satellite, are accepting any responsibility. Unfortunately, the collision will only make things worse. Space is already a rubbish dump with an estimated 18,000 bits of debris floating around. An orbital smash-up was perhaps inevitable. The satellites collided 485 miles above Siberia, scattering at least 500 new pieces of debris into space. NASA and government agencies are assessing the location of the wreckage to try and prevent further collisions. The International Space Station orbits below the collision altitude and has not been affected, but there's some expensive hardware out there that could be. The strangest of objects have the potential to become litter in space. Even a NASA astronaut's fumbled toolkit.
Oh, great. We have a lost tool.
But all of it has the potential to come back and hit you very hard indeed. A fragment just a few centimetres across can damage or destroy a satellite. One space agency is particularly worried. They have 2 environmental monitoring satellites right in the path of the new debris, and they don't yet know which way to move.
This is a very significant event for the European Space Agency because we have 2 satellites, ERS-2 and NBSat, who are operating in immediate neighborhoods. Right now, we would not know in which direction to change our orbits because we, at present, do not know where these fragments are.
As these computer models show, it takes time to track the cloud of debris and calculate the change in each fragment's orbit as it joins the great junk pile in the sky. In the meantime, the industry could be dealing with the first cosmic collision claims.
I think there'll be a number of people in the space insurance business thinking quite carefully about this because does it set a precedent? How does the fact that we had a sort of dead, decaying Russian comm satellite crashing and colliding with an operational satellite? What happens if the debris damages another spacecraft or satellite?
Over 12,000 man-made objects are tracked by agencies like the US Strategic Command. As that number grows, collisions will become harder to avoid unless tracking improves and satellites become more manoeuvrable to dodge space junk.